Hello, I am Laquela Roberts, and I will be teaching on Module 3, Lesson Chapter 10, Length, Area, and Volume. Let's get started. So as you can see on number 1, it's saying that create a pictograph to show how many mouthfuls are in a gill, how many mouthfuls are in a cup, and how many mouthfuls are in a pint. So as you see, we have a gill on the left, and we have our cup on the right. So here we go. A gill is made up of 2 jacks, which each jack is made up of 2 jiggers, and each jigger is made up of 2 mouthfuls. So we see that we have 8 mouthfuls in a gill. Here we go. Our cup is on our right. So a cup is made up of 2 gills. So let's figure that out, which means it's 4 jacks, meaning it's 8 jiggers and 16 mouthfuls. So if you want to check and see if that's correct, we can count them. Here we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Next is a pint. So as we see, a pint is made up of 2 cups. As we can see, it's made up of 2 cups, which we know a cup is 16 mouthfuls. So that means a pint has to be 32. And you can count each of the squares, the little boxes, and that will give you 32 mouthfuls for a pint. Part B is telling us, as we can see, this is our pail, that's purple. And so we have our gallon, our bottle, our quart, our pint, our cup, a gill, a jack, a jigger, and a mouthful. And then it asks us, is it exactly filled or is there room for more? Well, the answer to that is we have enough room for another mouthful. Question number 2. Find the area and the perimeter of these triangles. So as we see, our first one is, and so we're going to use the formula of area equal half base times height, and that gives us half times 82.3 times 41, and so we multiply that and we get 1,687.15 meters squared. And we're going to find P, which is we're going to add 82.3 meters plus 48 meters plus 69, and that gives us 199.3 meters. So that's how we find the area in the perimeter of this triangle. Part B, we're going to do the same as we did on part A, the same formula, and we're going to do the area equals a half times 88.8 times 37, and that's going to give us 1,642.8 inches squared. And we're going to find P, which is 88.8 inches plus 37 inches plus 96.2 inches. And that's going to give us 222 inches. Part C, we're going to do the same exact thing. And we're going to do area equals a half times 6.2 centimeters times 2.6 centimeters, which our area will be 8.06 centimeters squared. And we're going to add all of our numbers up together, which is 6.2 plus 3.1 plus 8.5, and we'll get 17.8 centimeters. So I hope you guys got that part. Number 3, it says the square with size of a length 10 units is inscribed in a circle and circumscribed around another circle. So as you see here, we have 10 on each, at the top and on the side. So we're going to do area of a circle, which is our formula is area equals pi r squared. And so if you take half of that, you're going to get 5. So that's going to give us 5 squared equals 25 units squared. So we'll use a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And of course, you'll do 5 squared plus 5 squared equals c squared gives us 25 plus 25 equals 50 r squared. So area equals 50 pi units squared. And then you can do area equals 50 minus 25 to check, and it gives us 25 pi units squared. Okay, question 4. And it's talking about demonstrate how to find the volume of the circular cone, the cylinder, and the sphere. So for our volume of the cone, you will use the radius equals r, which is our volume equals 1/3 times base times height. And then you use the volume for a cylinder equals base times height. And then the volume of a sphere, you use volume equals 4 divided by 3 pi r cubed. Part B, demonstrate how to divide the volume of the cone by the volume of the cone and show and explain. So how you would do that, you would use the volume of the cone, which is 2/3 pi r cubed divided by 2/3 pi r cubed, and that's going to be a 1-to-1 ratio. Part C, we're going to do demonstrate how to divide the volume of the sphere by the volume of the cone and show and explain the ratio. So of course with this, you're going to use 4 divided by 3 pi r cubed divided by 2/3 pi r cubed, and that's going to be a 2-to-1 ratio. Part D, demonstrate how to divide the volume of the cylinder by the volume of the cone and show and explain the ratio. Once again, you're going to do 2 pi r cubed, cubed divided by 2/3 pi r cubed, and that's going to give us a 3-to-1 ratio. Number 5, name the two figures and find the surface areas of the two figures. So as you see, part A, we have a trapezoid prism. So we will use our surface area equals 2b plus ph, which is our base equals a half, and then you do a plus b times height. So we got a half times 26 plus 17 times 12, which gives us a base equals 258 centimeters squared. So our P will be 20, you're at all the numbers, 26 plus 17 plus 15 plus 12, and we'll get 70. So your surface area, you do 2 times 258 plus 70 times 4, and that gives us 796 centimeters squared. Part B is our right triangle prism. And we'll do the exact same thing as we did in part A, using the same formula. The surface area equals 2b plus ph, which is base equals half, b times h, b equals half. So we got 8 times 15, which gives us 60 meters squared. And then our P will be 8 plus 15 plus 17, which gives us 40. And then you do, the 2 times 40 plus 40 times 7, and gives you 360. Next, question number 6 is name the surface area and the volume of the solid. Part 8, so then you have the surface area, which is the 4 times pi r squared, which is 2 times pi rh. So we have 2 pi rh plus 4 pi r squared equals 2 pi times 8 times 21 plus 4 times pi times 8, which gives us 1859 feet squared. So we find the volume will be 4 divided by 3/3 times pi r cubed plus pi r squared h. So the volume is 4/3 times pi times 8 cubed plus pi times 8 squared times 21, which gives us the volume of 6,364 feet cubed. And part B, we'll do the same, which is pi r squared plus 2 times pi rh equals pi r plus pi r s plus 2 times pi rh. So we got the surface equals pi times 2 squared plus 3.4 times 2 times 6 plus 2 times pi times 2 times 10, which gives us 176 meters squared. I know that's a lot, guys, but hey, you can do it. Then we find our volume, which is pi r squared h plus 1/3 pi r squared h squared. So as you see, we have our formula here, and it's h squared equals 6 minus 2 squared, so which gives us 5.66 equals pi times 2 squared times 10 plus 1/3 times pi times 2 squared times 5.66, which gives us 149 meters to the cube. So thank you, and I hope you enjoy.